this will be the last of the personal questions. Tell us your low water mark. Tell us the hardest hour, and tell us how you got through it, and give some kind of life lesson about what you know when it's been bad.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick I've had a pretty blessed life. But I think, for me, the lowest time was when I first discovered that my mom was sick. She had been sick any number of times in her life, and she had always beaten it. My mother had had a brain aneurysm and beat it. She had had breast cancer at 40 years old, and beat it. So I kind of thought that my mother was indestructible. And when I went to the doctor with her and my father, when she was having some dizzy spells, and the doctor called me and said, I'm going to give him some news and you need to be there because they're not going to take this well. And he told my mother that she had 3 large brain tumors that he thought were metastatic cancer from lung cancer. The low point was I got in the car to drive her home. My father went to the pharmacy to get medicine for her because she was going to have surgery right away. And I went to put my hand on the stick shift to back out. And she put her hand on my hand and she said, I know I'm going to die. Now, I'd never heard my mother ever be defeatist, ever in her life. She's the daughter of a single mother. She had raised her 2 younger siblings after my grandfather was gone. She had been married at 18 years old to an abusive guy who had beat her and left him and supported herself and then raised 3 children with my father. This was a woman who I thought would beat anything. But when she looked at me and said, I know I'm going to die, that was my low point. And when I came, the way you come back from it is, I said to myself, she has been there for every minute of my life for me, and I am going to be there for her death. And I can't let her down. And that's grit, I guess, as you described it, but it was like, I felt like I owed it to her. And so I think that was the low point, that moment when she looked me in the eye, and I knew, and she knew, that it was over. And, that's probably the lowest point of my life.
We're just about out of time.